Hey, what's up? This is Mick, and you're listening to Piedmont Artist Profiles on Snow Peak Radio. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is a real quick episode. Went down to the Ballers Ballin for Fireball benefit at the Rabbit Hole last week and caught up with the man of the night, Mr. Fireball Whitaker. If you don't know Fireball, he's a burlesque dancer, party animal, and a professional wrestler, and he's a cornerstone of the Charlotte music scene. He's a great dude. You'll find him everywhere. Can't miss him. And a couple weeks ago, he went through some major medical issues, which you're about to hear about in this episode, and his friends gathered to try to help him out. And we also hear a couple songs from the night's opening act, Miss Felly Castelow. She does some kind of like folk anarchy songs, which are pretty badass. I hope you enjoy those. After this episode, I'm taking a bit of a break as I transfer over to a different computer, which shouldn't be as big an ordeal as I think it may be, but I have a lot of open projects on this one, so I need to wrap those up before I shut it down. Anyway, I'm working on a couple projects. I'm doing the Mystics Ball episode from Andy Kimmery and them. Hope to have that out soon. And then I got one in the box from Duke Dan. Came down to the studio and hung out. So those two shows will be coming out, but it's going to be maybe a week before I put those out. So enjoy this short little episode right here.
All right, so I'm here with Fireball. What's going on, man? We're here at the Ballin for Fireball.
Yes, that's what we're doing. I'm not sure what that means, but we're doing it.
It's awesome. Who put it together? Who did the fine folks put this together?
I don't know the real answer, but I'm assuming Jason Renegade and Richie Roney. But don't hold me all the way up truthful on that one.
Right on. So what the fuck actually happened to you, man? Can you talk about that?
Yeah. I don't know. Once again, I don't know the truth what really happened. But the short end of it is my intestines busted.
Damn.
Yeah, it sucked. And I lost 14 pounds of my intestines. But luckily, I don't have to wear shit bags. That's cool.
Yeah.
Can I say shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. What else is there? Yeah, so I had to get surgery, emergency surgery. You know, it was life or death. And the gist of it was I was laid up in the hospital for 10 days and then almost 6 weeks at the house, which drove me crazy because I'm used to partying and wrestling and just going out and doing stuff.
Right. You're cleared fully healthy now, right?
Yes, which is kind of odd. We're doing an event after I'm cleared and fully healthy because I'm actually wrestling tomorrow night in Hidden Night, North Carolina, I believe.
Oh, nice.
But I thought it was kind of funny that I'm actually cleared now because like you guys are throwing an event to raise money for me for being hurt, and I'm gonna be walking around all normal and drinking and just having a good time.
Right. So what's it mean to see this outpouring from your friends and family?
It's pretty cool. I always kind of looked at it as maybe I'm the only one that thinks this way, and maybe this might sound kind of morbid, but I always wondered what's going to happen, you know, after you die. Like, what do people really think about you? Like, what pictures would they remember you as when they showed? And I think I got a pre-look at that. And I didn't die, I don't think. But so I got a pre-look that I died.
Yeah. Because
I always wonder when I die, like, you know, what's going to be the last, what's the picture they're going to use in my obituary, or they tagging me on Facebook. Oh, I remember this guy. He was like my best friend. Da, 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 da.
Right.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool. It's I wasn't really expecting it. Yeah. I had a lot of people from my past that I wouldn't say we had beef, but just burnt bridges along the way. It kind of came back into my life, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know.
Well, from tragedy usually comes something positive.
Yes.
A roundabout way to go about it. Did you have like a near-death experience kind of thing at all, or just felt like shit? What tipped you off something was wrong?
I was actually doing cocaine in a parking lot that you could see from where I'm looking right now. The night that it all went wrong.
Yeah.
Hanging out with some buddies in a band who could be Nurse Freakenstein. I ain't gonna say their name, but we were hanging out partying. And I started feeling kind of weird, no big deal. I mean, I didn't suspect anything was bad drugs, and I was just like, you know, whatever. Life, I feel sick, I'm gonna go home, guys. I'm going home.
Yeah.
That was on a Wednesday night. I woke up on a Thursday morning, and one of the worst pains I've ever been in. But I went to work, because I had a wrestling show that Friday night, then 2 shows that Saturday night, and a gig that Sunday night. And I was like, you know what? I'll just go to work, come home, and I'll just call out Friday. I'll sleep all day, and there's a train.
It's perfect.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, yeah. I'll just call out work Friday, then I'll rest up, do all my gigs for the weekend. Friday comes, I feel 10 times worse. So I was like, you know what? I'm going home. I'm going to stay at home. I'll just miss Friday night's gig. Saturday comes around, I don't feel no better, so I miss Saturday night's gig. My neighbor, for once being a nosy person, benefited me. She means well. She's an old retired woman.
Right.
So she called my backstory. My neighbor was my Sunday school teacher when I was a kid. So I've known her my whole life pretty much.
That's cool.
So anyway, Sunday night rolls around. My truck hasn't left my house in 4 days. So my neighbor was like, that's odd. That's not normal. So she calls my brother to come check on me. And then there I am, passed out on the floor from I guess from pain. I don't know. I just passed out.
Right.
But I know when he kind of woke me up, I was like sweating profusely. My stomach was like sticking out. It was all bloated and hurt like hell. Went to the doctor. They did a CTD scan or something like that. They was like, oh yeah, dude, you're gonna have to get surgery like ASAP, like within 6 hours.
Damn.
So if you have anybody you want to get in touch with and get them here, you might want to go ahead and get on that ball. And that was that story.
It's wild, man.
Yeah. So,
You're lucky, I guess.
yeah.
Kind of sucks. So what gigs you got coming up? Got some more wrestling coming up other than you said tomorrow night, right?
I'm wrestling tomorrow night. Then I'm wrestling on the 30th of September. That's really as far as me doing anything. Although I am going on an expedition on the 24th, I think it is, to go look for Lizard Man in South Carolina. It's not really a wrestling gig, but it's much more just pretty much a reason for me and my buddies to get a boat, go down the river and get drunk and look for a mythical man that doesn't exist.
You gonna document that? You gonna make a little mini flick?
We've always flirted with the idea of doing that, but it never ever happens.
Yeah.
Like nobody ever, I was like, you get a camera, da-da-da.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I don't want to be the cameraman. It's like, I don't want to be the cameraman.
Right, you
The other
wanna
guy's
do
like,
it.
I don't want to be the cameraman. I'm driving a boat. I'm drinking beer. You know,
Don't drink a
Right
beer.
on. All right, man. Thanks for taking some time with
no
me.
problem, man.
Good luck to you.
Good evening, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we are here to celebrate a pillar of the community, a pillar of the Charlotte entertainment world, Justin Fireball Whitaker. Unfortunately, he has had to undergo some unfortunately expensive surgery lately, and we all know how that goes. Fireball's Grindhouse Wrestling Show and co-host of the Parts Unknown podcast, and his partner is here as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, first I would like to introduce to you Felly Castelow. Sexy hobbit and all-around beautiful lady with pipes of gold. Do the damn thing, sister. I can't wait.
Hey y'all, I'm Felly. Hi. I recently became a solo artist after being in a band with members for the last 6 years. So this is one of my first shows back, bigger shows back as a solo artist. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm gonna play some old stuff, some new stuff, and see what happens. This first song is called I Love You, Don't Cut Me. Well, I love you, don't cut me. I love you, don't cut me. I love you, don't cut me. Well, you used to be my darling, you used to be my friend. Until we got married, then it came to an end. You told me no more huffing gas, so I pulled out my gun. Wouldn't let me fuck you in your ass or have any fun. Well, I love you. stuff because you know Fireball likes it. Love you. This next one's called